Well, it's that time again, so we better get out there so that we stay ahead of the combine, and hopefully we can get some corn put in the bin. So here we go. Welcome back. If you haven't seen my videos before, I'm Ross the Oliver Man, and today we are starting corn harvest, and we finished bean harvest this morning. I can show you a quick clip I took of my cell phone doing the double crop beans. Well, here I'll get you just a little bit of footage of double crop beans. I think they're doing pretty good, so I'm out here to take the truck away when it's full. I'm not going to ride with him this time because I'm still trying to get over whatever kind of disease I have. I think it was sinus infection related or something, but anyway, I know that dust won't help me out, so I'm just going to keep my distance and I'll be the trucker. And anyway, I'll let you know what they bring, but they look excellent. Like I said, they're every bit as good as first crop beans I've had on some years, so I'm looking for them to be in the 40s, but I might be dreaming. I don't know. We'll find out. So if you watch that clip, they ended up bringing 45 bushels to the acre, which I think is very respectable for double crop beans, especially being planted on the 4th of July in dry dust. So I can't complain about that. So what we got here is my other cousin has brought his white combine back to show my corn. As many of you have commented before, they are two different cousins on two different sides of the family. One of them has a deer combine and actually works for deer, and the other one has white and Oliver equipment, and so he is shelling my corn for me. And my plan here is I want to open this field up, and I figured we'd fill 2 wagons or so, and then I've got several people who want to buy ear corn, so I'm going to pick in this field because it's just that far away from my house, so I don't have to drag the picker miles and miles away. So we're going to do that tonight, and then we're going to switch to a different field tomorrow, and I'll probably put that on the truck and just sell it right now, because the price here is over $6 a bushel, and I kind of feel like it's probably not going to get a whole lot better next spring. It might get a little bit, but over $6 is pretty good, so I don't see any need for me to gamble on it and store it, because I've sold a lot of corn for a lot less over the years. So that is my plan, and it looks like he's actually full. So he came out on the wrong end of the field, I guess, full. So we're gonna unload, and then we will see how much it is, or how full the wagons are, and if he has to shell a little more to fill the second one, we'll go with that. I still have to set my auger up. I haven't been feeling the best, as some people know, so that's kind of got me behind a little bit on stuff I should have been doing. But I'm going to set that up and unload these 2 wagons in there, and then when we move to that other field, we will just go ahead and take it away. I think I've got the truck still, so I'm going to probably just go ahead and auger it right into the truck, and I think I can keep up with him. Tomorrow is Sunday. However, the elevator is open from noon to 6, so I think, providing that everything doesn't fall apart like it usually does when you work on Sunday, that we can get a good part of that other farm knocked out with corn. So we'll see here when he unloads what we accomplish. Okay, so the plan is I want to go ahead and shell 2 wagon loads. So he's going to go make a few more rounds, and we'll fill that second wagon. And that way I at least feel like I've accomplished something. I see that, like I suspected, my first round of spraying did not work very good, and I got cockleburs, and I absolutely hate these stupid things. You just can't seem to get rid of them. So, and the bad thing is those seeds stay good. I always heard in the ground they stay good for 7 years, so you have to keep up on it that long. So next year when this is in beans, I'll have to hit that pretty hard and keep ahead of them. But overall, that problem is almost cured on this farm. I had a lot of trouble with them for years, but I've gotten pretty good control of it. But this year was a flop on that. A lot of people have asked what breed the dog is. Well, he's a corn dog. He will eat corn like no dog I've ever seen. But he's actually a blue heeler. Well, one thing, I don't know if I mentioned once before or not, but you may have noticed that the wagon has a slow-moving vehicle sign on the front of it. Well, I turned both wagons around because I'm set up more for left-hand dumping. And from the factory, the Oliver wagons were set up for right-hand dump. At least these two were. And that just does not do it for me. So all the rest of my wagons were left-hand dumps, so I turned these two around, and I haven't got it cleaned up and painted yet, so that's why there's still a slow-moving vehicle symbol on the front, because that used to be the back. The only other things that had to be done to do that were switching on the runners, which had to be replaced anyway, so that's when I did this. But there is an L-shaped brace that goes on your front of your wagon to lay on top of the axle, and then, or bolster I guess you would call it, and then in the back there is a piece of metal that sets down on either side, and then a chain goes underneath to connect it so that the wagon doesn't come flying off of there, and that those fingers kind of keep it centered over the axle. So that was the only thing flipping that from front to back, but the left-hand dumping works much better for my setup, so that's what they are. I would love to go out there and get you some more action shots, but given my health condition here, I don't think that that would be wise to be in the dust any more than I have to be. I went to the doctor, and nowadays, if you don't have the magical C virus, they don't really want to deal with you. And so he did the right thing, and he examined me from the other side of the room wearing a welding helmet. He didn't come near me. He didn't put his little gizmo on my chest and see if it was plugged up or look in my ear or anything. So he was convinced that it was the magical C virus, and I said it was not. And he refused to give me medicine until I had a test to prove that it wasn't the C virus. And sure enough, I was right, and I finally got my medicine, but I think I could have suffered a lot less if I would have just went in and argued sooner. But I dread going to the doctor now because they're like a broken record. If it's not that one thing, they're not really interested in treating you. I can't say the name of it because they'll probably pull the video, so you know what I'm talking about. But it's really kind of ridiculous that everybody has seemed to have forgotten that there are other ailments in the world. It's not just all that. So anyway, I hope that I'm getting better because it's really been miserable. It's been like 2 weeks, and for a while there I couldn't hardly breathe at all. So I don't know, but I'm just gonna hang out here, and I'll get my fair share of eating the dust when I'm putting it in the bin. So for now, you'll just have to do with memories of last year, I guess. You can watch that video. I'll put a link to it up in here if you want to see different angles of the combine working. But for now, we're just going to watch it from here. away for the nighttime. Well, what would you like to say about this whole operation?
It's dry.
It's dry. I tested it earlier and it was 13.5, so we'll see what this tests, but I would say that that is it. So this here is my cousin, who everybody asks about, because apparently people don't realize that you can have more than one. So they always wonder if you traded and got a deer combine or whatever, but
I wouldn't do
no, he wouldn't do that. He shares my same disease for Oliver and White equipment, probably more with combines than anybody I know. He's got, what do you got, 6 now? Yeah. Oh, that's what I figured. So anyway, I don't know. Anything special you want to say about this? Everybody always comments on how it smokes, but that's the way it's always been. Yeah, that's the way it's always been.
It's turned way up as long as I've owned it.
Yeah. You drove it how many miles home?
This one and the matching one 100 miles.
100 miles home. So
took a whole day and 2 hours the next.
There you go.
To Brooksville, Indiana.
So that's a dedication right there. Yeah. But anyway, and I think you've got, have we used both of them?
Yep.
And then the other one's got that clutch thing,
out of it,
which is a common occurrence. But anyway, so they have both been in the field. And then I don't know, where did you get the 8700? Was locally, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was local.
Okay.
It was in Seymour.
That's what I thought. So, but it's become more of a donation.
It's a parts machine.
Yeah, by now. We've borrowed a lot of stuff off of it.
The other one on video, 7300. Did you?
No, I don't think I have your 7300 on video. I don't think I have either one of our 7300s on video, because when mine quit that year, you came and did the wheat the next year, and I've got pictures of your combining, but not. I don't think I have a video of either of ours.
I didn't have you did.
No, I don't think so, because I only did this for like a year, so it would have been last year. This is the only one I think that's been on film.
So you got this one last year?
I got this one last year twice, for the wheat and the corn.
Yeah.
So
it's third appearance.
It's third appearance, yeah. It's becoming famous. But one of these days I'll get mine out too, and maybe we can have a day where we just, everybody goes. So it's like 4 or 5 combines. That'd be...
Yeah, I was going to try and have you 2 of them, but
yeah, I know. That's the way it is. But
I don't have enough drivers.
I know, that's true. So anybody who's getting out of prison, let us know. We got a seat available for you. He needs drivers. And if you've been in jail, you know how to take instructions. So that's,
be scared of dust.
Yeah, you can't be scared of dust, that's for sure. There's dust out here, especially when it's 8% soybeans and 13% corn. It's pretty dusty.
It hasn't rained in 2 months.
Yeah, hasn't rained in 2 months at all. Maybe a sprinkling here and there, but nothing to mention really. So anyway, I think that'll wrap up our event here. Like I said earlier, we're gonna go to a different place tomorrow and hopefully just put that on the truck and sell it, put that in the bin, and then we should be in business. as always, if you enjoy my videos, give them a thumbs up. Leave a comment and tell me how dumb you think I am. Or, if by some slim chance you liked it, say that. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.